Viitorul Europei înseamnă nu numai proiecte îndrăznețe și obiective pe termen lung, ci și oameni care să le ducă la bun sfârșit. Printre aceștia se numără tinerii care se implică astăzi în politică la nivel local. Unii dintre ei sunt și participanți activi în programul Young Elected Politicians, inițiat de Comitetul European al Regiunilor. Urmăriți o ediție specială Europa 360, inițiată de TVR Timișoara și finanțată de Comitetul European al Regiunilor. Cristina este consilier local în Saarbrücken și lucrează cot la cot cu colegii mai experimentați pentru binele comunității. Crede în implicarea femeilor și a tinerilor în politică, un atu pentru partidele care își doresc succesul.
When it's about young politicians, is why did you decide to enter the politics?
But because I think it's very important to have people from all ages and from different backgrounds, and to change my environment. So to really see something that's happening and say, no, I want to change that, and to have my say in it. And yeah, that was important for me.
Tell me about your history as a politician already. You told me that you started from a lower point and then you grew up furthermore, please.
Yeah. In the first years I could work on the transportation development plan for my city, and I think that's something really important because it changes the infrastructure but also the structure of the city on itself. And to have a good infrastructure is for young people really important because they don't have cars, and so that was the thing that made me apply for the council where we are responsible for that, to really change this.
How is a young politician seen in Germany nowadays? How do you get in touch with your older colleagues? And one more question, how is a woman seen in politics in Germany nowadays?
I think it's quite different. I think the big parties now, they see the interest. They try to get young people because they want to be elected also by other young people. So they make more and more effort. And for women, it's a bit the same thing. I think in my party we have to have alternate lists, so they have to attract women to be candidates. And so I think that's really important. That they make this effort, because if not, young people would think, I don't know, I'm maybe too young, I don't have the experience. Or women also say the same thing, that they don't have the time or they cannot afford doing it. So you have to encourage both of it to be representative, to make young people and women go to the elections. So
that's for the elections, but how do your colleagues see you within the council? Is your voice heard there, listened to there?
In my council it is, because we are really mixed. We have lots of women, we have quite young people in our party, it is, but I know that in other councils they're a little bit lonely and they have to make a big effort to be heard.
You're not only a German young politician, but you're a member of this Young Elected Politician program. And I want you to tell me a little bit more about this. How does it help you to improve your work? How is the relationship with the other colleagues, exchanging ideas, things like this?
I think it's really a wonderful experience, because you can exchange about so many good initiatives that are already in place in other cities, and it's so really inspiring how they can have participative budgets, for instance, things that we don't have, but I got this idea from here and I will try to put it in place in my city, because I think it's a good thing to make young people also participate.
This summit is almost the end of the conference on the future of Europe. How does a young politician from Germany sees from now on the future of Europe?
Yeah, I think, and that's something I take from here, that the local institutions do have to be more implicated in European politics. It's still so much on a national level, but it's the young people, it's the local elected that really are the Europe live. So, and I think that's they should take more into account the voice of the local elected people.
And it's also about the people, the citizens, because the citizens are the heart of Europe, and your institutions are the closest to the people, actually, right?
Yeah. I think that's why it's so important, because that's democracy. It's the closest democracy that we have.
Miroslav este pasionat de democrație, iar acesta a fost unul dintre motivele care l-au determinat să intre în politică. Unul dintre primele proiecte a fost crearea unui consiliu al tinerilor care să funcționeze pe lângă primăria din Bratislava Petrzalka. Why did you decide to enter politics?
Yes, I was interested in the things which happens in my area, in my community, and I had ideas what to do better. Therefore, I take a chance, I candidate, and I was elected. So, and then I tried and also applied some of the plans. Some of the plans I will apply in the future. So that was the plan, and that was my reason.
For how long have you been a local politician, and which were your goals that have already been fulfilled so far?
Yes, I am the local politician for 3 years, and my plans was to extend the, let's say, democracy also in the case of the young people. So I initiated and co-created the youth parliament in Bratislava Petrzalka, which works as a committee, or yes, as a committee next to the mayor and next to the city council. So that was successful. It's working now, and then yes, the infrastructure. It's the thing which has a lot of problems in my municipality. So that's the thing which is not such easy, but going to right direction, I think now. So of course, smart city was my big topic, because I am from the university and I am also the researcher in the case, or in the area of electronics and informatics. So I created the cooperation with the university. And the students are have the cooperation with the municipality on the final thesis. And for example, now one student is doing the smart city platform, where will be integrated all the data, like for example, how many people are in the swimming pool, so the people then can see the current situation. There are the data about the weather quality, about the air quality, weather forecast, the news, and everything. So this will be the platform, smart city platform, for integration and visualization all of the data. So these are some of the examples of the topics.
Is the voice of a young politician listened to enough in your country, in nowadays?
I think yes. We have the same possibilities like the older people. We can candidate, we can be elected. So, and also some of us are elected. So I think that our voice is heard. And yes, so this is the answer.
You are not only a local politician, but you are a member of the Young Elected Politicians created by the Committee of the Regions. What does it bring more to you, to your career?
Yes, I think the most important are two things, and are the contacts with the another young politicians, and also with the people from the committee, or yes, from the European Committee of the Regions. So, but mostly the connection, to create the connections, because then we can better receive the inspiration to solve the problems in the future, for example, to make a cooperation in the future, and also to gain knowledges, because I think actually in Europe we have very good democratic tools, but there's a question if we are using the tools enough. So to know to use the tools, democratic tools enough, we must to have the knowledges, the experiences, and this is the way how to obtain this. how to receive these experiences, but mostly knowledges, because experiences we receive in the common work, but knowledges we can receive here.
We are almost ending the conference on the future of Europe. Citizens are at the heart of Europe, as they say. How do you see the future of Europe from the point of view of a young politician?
Yes, I see the future of Europe, the prosperity of Europe, because yes, when we can see the data from the past, and we can compare the data from today, I think we can see the better life in Europe, and I think the direction is still the same. So we can say according to the past data that Europe is a really good project, also because of the peace, also because of the prosperity. So this is my optimistic view.
Politica s-a numărat printre preocupările lui Iacob încă din adolescență, când discuta cu prietenii săi despre cum ar putea schimba lucrurile în mai bine în satul în care locuia. Primul pas a fost să candideze pentru un loc în Consiliul Local, pe care îl ocupă deja de 8 ani.
Why did you decide to enter politics?
Just for me, it's simple, because when I 20 years old, almost there, we're just talking about politics, about local politics in my village. So everyone, we need the change. Okay, let's do it. So this is my only reason. Let's start my politics career before 8 years, 9 years.
8 years is almost a long time for a young politician. What did you succeed to do so far? Are your goals always already fulfilled? What are your plans for the next years?
Yeah, for next years, I look forward to voting challenge. In the Czech Republic, we have communal votes in October, as soon as possible. So my goal is the same. Just prepare good things for education and sports center too. And also I represented just part of a big village. So we are rural municipalities. So we need more things that we can do, because everyone wants to change the center, not border to the city. So this is my main goals, how to change it.
One of the main themes here was the rural revival, and I'm glad to talk to a person who comes from the rural area, because I would like you to tell me what does your village need in order to be revival, let's say.
For sure, the first is connectivity. Wi-Fi and public transport, because we are a little bit mixed. There is only few young people who can stay at the village, because a lot of people who study university or something like this, they are moving to the big cities because there is the job opportunities and social life opportunities. So the first that we need just only connectivity and public connectivity. This is simple, because old people also need the young people, because together we are make the village more prosperative, more stronger, and something like this.
That's actually a question that occurred into my mind, because I asked you before how is politics attractive for a young politician, but now I'm going to ask you, how is the village life attractive for young people? How can you make it more attractive in order to...
More sexy.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think when I check it around my village, just see the beautiful nature, beautiful forest. And according to the coronavirus, in the village, just a simple go away, walking to forest, walking around the pond, walking in the nature, just clean myself and take the time, take the rest, just simple.
Excellent. You are not only a local young politician, but you're a member of this Young Elected Politician program. And I would like you to tell me what does it bring to you in order to improve your career?
Oh, very good experiences, because when I met another colleagues for another village or cities, we can share the good practice, how we can improve our village, our cities. So also networking, contacts, and mainly the strong friendships.
Okay, we are almost at the end of the conference on the future of Europe. How is Europe seen by a young politician right now? And its future, of course.
Yeah, future. I think the European Union for Young Politicians bring some opportunities how to make a beautiful future for us, for our parents, for our children. So mainly opportunities how to change it, us.
Când a hotărât că vrea să dea munca într-un ONG pe o candidatură în Consiliul Local din Strasbourg, Céline recunoaște că nu știa exact la ce se așteaptă. Politica nu este cel mai prietenos mediu, spune ea, dar determinarea și încrederea colegilor contează mult în activitatea unui tânăr politician.
The first question that occurs to my mind when it comes to young elected politicians is why did you decide to enter politics?
I started first in the NGO. I was really active for 10 years in the NGO called Young European Federalists. We want like a closer Europe, more democratic Europe. And at one point I said, like, maybe if I want more, to have even more impact, maybe I have to do politics. And that's why I decided to switch from NGO to politics to try to achieve even more that I used to do in the NGO.
Was it like you expected to be, switching from NGO to politics?
Not really. I think politics is much harder because in the NGO world, I think everyone is quite friendly. Of course, you can have some tension, but it's really minor. While in politics, sometimes it's really brutal and violent, and it's something I didn't expect so much. Of course, you heard about it, but it's something different to face it. So that was a bit hard at the beginning, but I'm empowered by my colleague, by my political group, so it's really helpful as well.
Which were your main goals that you wanted to fulfill during your career as a young politician?
I'm a young politician in Strasbourg, so of course for me Europe is really important because Strasbourg is the capital of Europe. So one of my goals is like to empower young people, especially from poor neighborhood, to get involved and to experience Europe, you know, like how they can hear about Erasmus or they can meet other young people from all over Europe. So it's really something I would like to achieve and to use the public policy to do that.
I wonder how is a young politician seen and listened to in France? How are you as a woman seen in politics?
I think we can improve. It's slightly getting better. I'm elected, so it's a proof that it's slightly getting better. But of course, we don't have enough young people in politics. We don't have enough women, even though, for instance, in the municipal council, it's you have to have the same amount of women and men on the list. So that is something that it's useful because at least the politicians don't have choice to have women because it's a rule. But I think without this role, of course, women will be much less present and young people are not so much present neither. So I think there is really a gap to fill to have more women and young people in politics.
You are not only a local French politician, but you're also a member of the Young Elected Politician program initiated by the Committee of the Regions. What does it bring to you, to your career as a politician, this program you're attending?
I think the Young European Politician Program is really an amazing program because it gathers young politicians from all over Europe from any kind of cities, really small one, really big one, and it's really great to be able to exchange, to learn what they're doing in their city, what problems are they facing, and to really help each other. So for me, it's an incredible program, and I encourage all young politicians in Romania to be part of this program.
We are almost ending the conference on the future of Europe, where citizens should be au cœur de l'Europe. How does a young politician see Europe from now on?
I think we have some concern about the conference on the future of Europe because, of course, the idea is great and I truly support it. But the big question is what's next? You know, like it's really not clear what's going to happen after this conference. And as a young politician, I am organizing a summit in Strasbourg from 5 to 8 May, so you're all welcome to join. And the idea is to tell to all the European institutions, you have to listen to the citizen, because it's not enough to make big conference and produce paper if there is not action taken afterwards. So the idea is to demonstrate in Strasbourg and to call the European institution, listen to the citizen and change Europe.
Are you optimistic about this?
I'm always optimistic. I'm someone optimistic, so I think, yeah, like if we are numerous enough and vocal enough, I think it will make a change.